It says, Excellence Leadership Award. The City of Refuge Church Inc. awards Elder Christopher A. Steele for his contribution in leadership through mentorship and fostering leadership with the youth, young adults, and the community. Amen?
Amen.
And we also, want to honor you.
Excuse me, my cakes. I don't want my cakes in your face.
Amen. This actual award. You can put it on your mantle. Amen? Amen. We want to clap our hands for him and honor him. Amen. Let's just say a few words. Amen. Amen.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
The Lord.
Not wonderful words. You'll be seated. Not wonderful words, but just bear with me for 1 second.
Okay.
Since I was told I needed to say something, I just wrote down some little notes that God put in my spirit about leadership. Hoping to encourage someone here tonight about leadership. So these are some nuggets that the Lord put in my spirit. The first one is always put God first. You can't do nothing without God. And being amongst the Pentecostal church, another thing you need is the Holy Ghost.
Well, come on here.
Because the Holy Ghost comes to lead and guide us in all truth. So if you got it, keep it. And if you don't got it, you need to get it. That's the only going to keep you in this life. And the next thing is you must learn first how to serve. You can't go up the ladder until you learn first how to serve.
Stay right there.
It starts cleaning the toilets in the house of God, being an usher, being a deacon, or whatever your titles are, and God will reward you with your faithfulness. Another thing is you must be humble, have an ear to hear, take chastisement and rebuke.
Come on, yes, thank you.
Because God calls us bastards if you don't. You have to take chastisement and rebuke.
That's very true.
Another thing is, don't be a complainer, but do something about it. No sense of sitting around complaining and whining, and you're not doing nothing about your situation. You can do something. All right? So don't sit down and be a complainer, but make sure you're doing something about the situation. Another thing, never give up on yourself and never give up on others. You can't lead if you're not together. You first must get yourself together, and then you'll lead somebody. The blind cannot lead the blind, or you both want to fall into destruction. Hallelujah. The next thing is don't let what people think of you define who you are and what you ought to be. It does not matter what people think about you. It's what you think about yourself. Be greater than your circumstance. Don't allow your situation to define who you are either. I don't care what you've been through. I don't know what you're going through. I don't even care what you're in right now. But that is not what God has called you to do if you're not in the will of God. One thing I heard today was the yes. And it took me a yes to say to God. Even been in the church all my life. And been in the ministry I'm under now for over 25 years. And I was appointed elder a couple of years ago. But it took a yes. Because when my bishop told me I was going to be an elder, I didn't want to be an elder. And we had to get our clergy attire. I made every excuse not to get it. I didn't want to get it. Not necessarily saying I wasn't worthy of it, but I didn't think I was worthy of it. I didn't think I was worthy to step upon this altar of God. One thing you have to have is the fear of God. I'm not talking about being afraid of God and fear that notion. I'm talking about reverence the house and the living and true God. No matter what you are dealing with and going through, you have got to reverence God in your life, in your home, on your job, and in the house of God. I'm moving very quickly. Another thing is, a good leader don't follow the crowd. They're trendsetters.
Come on.
Leaders don't follow other people.
Come on,
Especially when they're not doing the right thing. You have got to be the trendsetter. You got to be the leader. It doesn't matter what the majority says. God said to take the little to Little is much in the sight of God. And that's not just about financial things, but no matter what you think of yourself, you are much in the eyesight of God. And leaders are not dictators. You have got to be the leader first. You have got to be a partaker first of what you want people to do. If you're not doing what people tell you to do, you can expect people to do what you tell them to do. And it goes back to leadership and being a servant. You've got to be humble and come low and serve under leadership. You've got to. You've got to. One thing I learned why I'm so blessed, I learned from my mother. My mother went from cleaning the toilets, and she's a pastor now. But one thing, and she was a trustee over God's money and took care of the pastor of our former churches.
That's right.
And one thing I've learned, if you bless your leader, God will bless you.
Come on. If
Not only this is house, but leadership.
If you bless
are
your
not
leader,
under a leader, you need to find some place to go.
bless your
That's
leader.
teaching
Thank
you
you, Lord.
word
That's right.
and not cliches.
Thank you, God.
And it's defeating your spirit.
Yeah.
So another thing, I got one more point, a couple more points.
couple.
You
Is it one or
are
two?
going to
That's
have
like somebody
to be, you're going to have good, you're going to have bad, and you're going to have the ugly leaders.
Amen.
You just need to make sure that you're on the good side. And that you are a righteous leader.
Amen.
Righteousness does not just have to be with a spiritual thing and being in church.
That's right.
Righteousness is just righteous living.
Amen.
Making sure you're doing the right thing. Another thing is never allow what you go through. This is my last point.
Oh, thank you.
Never allow what you go through or what you've been through to prevent you from leading by example.
Come on, Cuzzo.
With love and helping others.
Come on, Cuzzo.
Don't allow hatred, bitterness,
Well,
jealousy, and unforgiveness prevent you from becoming a positive and productive leader in society. I went from being homeless, married, divorced, child support, all of it. Losing homes, losing cars, and that could have defined who I was. I could have let that take me down. But I refuse to allow the enemy to get the best of me. And many a times I told to my pastor, I told to my mother, many a times I was a single dad with 2 kids, but they lived with their mother. But the point I'm making is this: I could have packed up any time.
yes, you could have.
It's one thing to be a father,
Come on.
but it's another thing to be a dad. Anybody can be a father.
That's right.
It takes a relationship to be a dad.
You better say it.
I don't care what you say about it. Anybody can birth a child in this world. But it takes relationship, commitment, integrity, dedication to raise a child. And all that I've been through in my life, and I'm not going to hold up service any longer, but all that I've been through in my life, I could have packed up, and I said it many times, I could have packed up, emptied out all of my bank accounts, got on the first plane,
Give me $1.
and went to an island, and lived the rest of my life scot-free. I said, forget about my children. Forget about their mother. Forget about my family. I'm tired of what I'm dealing with. I'm tired of what I'm going through. All that I've done for people in my life, and I have nothing to show for it.
Come on
The
here.
last thing God said to me was that, do you have a reason not to do what I told you to do?
Come on.
And after I calmed myself down
Calm down.
Right.
and brought myself under subjection,
Brought your own self.
because sometimes we gotta bring our own selves.
Bring your own
We want to
self.
do what we want to do. But someone with leadership qualities will learn how to listen.
Ooh. Ooh.
There's a difference between listening and hearing.
Right.
There is. But you gotta learn how to bring your own subjection. So these are just some things that I just wanted to share as far as being leadership. I thank God for this ministry. I thank God for Apostle Roach. I thank God for the youth of this church. I count it an honor and a privilege to receive what you have given me today. Because when you think you're nothing, when you think you're nothing, and you're down to your last straw,
You record.
And your last toothpick.
Okay.
Okay.
You know how you got the straws in the box and the toothpicks? And you done pulled every last one out.
I got you.
And you pull the last one out and it's empty. And you feel lonely, empty, and abused. And you're tired. And you just want to give up. And sometimes you just want to die. I said sometimes you just want to die.
Very true.
This is not a sad story I'm telling you about. I'm telling you how to be a leader. And take control of your own life. And stand up and lead yourself out of your situation. You gotta lead yourself first out of what you're dealing with. Get out of the seat of do nothing and do something about what you're going through. God bless you. And lastly, I did talk to Apostle Roach.
Okay.
Me, I do not like